Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Karim. One of the, probably one of the, come the hadith, the man yazmal li ma bayna lihyayhi ma bayna lihyayhi ma bayna fakhidayhi azman lahu jannah. That if you guarantee me two things, I can guarantee you Jannah. It's hadith of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And one of them was the tongue. And the majority of the sins come from the tongue. So we know all of this ghiba, backbiting, even excessive talking, just unnecessarily, all these are not good things. And that's been explained many times in hadith and in class and in lessons. But here he's mentioning one thing. Sometimes people go overboard. He's talking a lot of things, trying to keep them in balance. Yeah. So he's talking to somebody who is he's going excessive in not talking. So he's not trying to say here, oh, talk a lot. But he's trying to say here, again, balance is very important. So, like for example, in one place, Mullah Shawtani Rahmatullah wrote that I don't recommend you reading Kitabul Khawf of Imam Ghazali Rahmatullah Alayhi. It's very scary. And it's not suitable for you. Sometimes it's like too much of a person to bear. You might get despondent from the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of things mentioned in there. So you have to see the circumstances. As I mentioned before, these are like one-off, these are like medicine. So you can't just take, oh, here's prescription, you use it as well. But it gives us an idea that it's too extreme. One extreme is they just keep on talking, you never do muhasabah, whether it's honest, dishonest, whether it's somebody's feelings, you're interrupting, you're butting it in, is it worthwhile, not worthwhile, you're just chatting like verbal diarrhea, it just keeps on going and going and going. And sometimes people get so extreme that you just don't talk at all. So he says, yes, it's better to stay quiet. It's better to stay quiet. However, he goes that don't stay absolutely quiet, don't talk at all. Because why? He goes, that's also not good for your health. And then he says here, sometimes for your health, to keep your health good, to do a bit of khush tabi'i, in Arabic, messing around, a bit of joking, to keep yourself mentally fresh, to keep there's nothing wrong in this as well. So sometimes forget, like here Bayan, our lecture about speaking less, it's very good. The muhasabah, something recommend is have tasbih in your hand. So the main work of your tongue is your tasbih. And when you think, oh yeah, it's worth stopping my tasbih now, then you speak. Yeah, so like you sit down like this image, sit down doing nothing. So then you have a tasbih, that's the main thing, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'll say something. So then it's like, that's the asal, not talking is the asal. You don't just talk to fill in the gaps, with your tasbih. I mean, something important to say, you say, or you speak it. But then sometimes we go so extreme, we don't want to talk at all, because that is not, just being so quiet is not good for your health. And to mess around, to have a little joke, have a little laughter, within most is not violating anybody's rights, no ghiba, no backbiting, not hurting anybody's feelings, then it's also good for your health, and to give a bit of tafrih. And to be able to do something, to study properly, to be able to do tilawah properly, do dhikr properly, perform salah properly, you need to be rested, you need to have exercise before game day, you have sleep, eat for food, you'll be ready for the game. Similarly, like our ibadah, our dhikr, our tilawah, our mutala, our studying, all of this needs to be fresh, ready for the game. For that you have to well rested, you are well fed, not gluttonous, you're all full, but you're not hungry, you're good. And also, mentally, you're in a good mood to do that. Yes, so that's what he's saying. Don't go over extreme in this. And then one more thing at the end is, another question, is that ghiba is haram, and ghiba is a very bad thing. And again, everybody can reinterpret and misinterpret whatever you want. You can find even the Quran, you can misinterpret the Quran. But what he's saying is sometimes if you're in extreme grief, sorrow, difficulty, sometimes to get that pain and that difficulty of your heart, to mention to somebody who you trust, again, you have to be very careful who you're talking to, someone who you trust, who confide in somebody, and you want to get a pain off your heart, you've got some problems. Instead of keeping all inside, it can destroy you. So you've got a close friend, you trust that person, you know you won't tell anybody else, just to mention something to get it off your chest. So that's not including ghiba. But again, you can use you can use anything to okay, this is not ghiba, so you can just keep on talking about that's not anything. But if you've got genuine need, I need to get it off my chest, then that's okay as well. That's not going to be in ghiba. But again, if they don't say dishonesty, be precautious in your words, just to say, you know what, I have this problem, and I feel like being oppressed at work, or madrasa, or being bullied, or have this problem somewhere else, or whatever you have. And if someone else is included in that, make sure you be very precautious in your words. But just whatever's happened, the theory that happened, the scenario that happened, and be cautious, because that something getting off your chest is also good as well. It's not, if you keep it inside, not talking at all, mentally is not good. Keeping the grief inside too much is also not good. But again, it's moderation, so you can then misuse this quote to your own benefit. Well, not for your own benefit, for your own harm in the hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to subhanallah wa bihamdihi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.